all having a wonderful day and welcome back to my channel. The lighting today was absolutely perfect in Seattle, so I'm actually filming this in my dining room, living room area. Also, we live next to a busy street, so I apologize if there's any background noise, but I'll try to speak up, and I'm using my mic today, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But today I am finally giving you guys an update on what's going on with our wedding. I'm so excited. Honestly, I kept pushing this off because I had a lot of different content ideas for October, November, the holidays that I felt like were more time sensitive that I wanted to put up on my channel. And so I kept pushing this off, and now it's like, oh, I don't think I've made a video on like my wedding update in like 6 to 8 months. So it's about time. So I'm just gonna kind of recap everything that's happened just because I don't really remember where we left off. But I hope you guys are excited for this wedding update video, and let's get started. Also, I'm using natural lighting today, so the lighting's gonna change a lot, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. So, wedding plans. The last time I think I talked to you guys, I was still looking for a venue, but we found a venue. I'm really excited. We're going to have a spring wedding. I really wanted to do something that was a little bit different than just the typical summer wedding. I feel like here, because of the weather, there's a lot of weddings happening in the summertime. I wanted originally to do like a winter wedding, but that limited our options a lot when it came to venues. So I decided to do a spring wedding instead. So we are coming close to that date. It's coming up. I'm a little nervous about it. But what's great about the venue that we chose is I hopefully will be outdoors if it's a nice day. You can also bring it inside as well. And not a lot of venues in this area had that option. They were either like outside or indoors. So it was kind of hard to find a venue. I also wanted something that really felt like it was right for us. So there's a lot of different venues in the area that are city-based, which I think is so beautiful. But we don't really spend a lot of time in the city. We spend a lot of time kind of doing stuff outside. So I really wanted to be able to have the option of having the ceremony outside. So it's this beautiful venue. It kind of reminds me of like a winery type feel, and almost like an estate. It's just stunning, and I'm so excited. I am definitely gonna take some videos for you guys when that happens. It might be a little delayed after the wedding, but I'm really excited, and I hope it goes well, and start praying for sunshine because I really want to have the ceremony outside. I'm gonna look at my wedding plans. Actually, my sweet future mother-in-law got this for me, and just see what I've done already, because I'm sure there's some things I've missed. Also, this book is so awesome. I saw it at a cute little boutique, but it has like everything in it, like a budget and all those different types of things. It has like a calendar, so you must any dates. I still need to fill that out. Okay, so we have a little checklist, and it's kind of blown out though because of the lighting, but I'm just gonna go through this. Some of these things I still haven't checked off yet, but we'll get to that. So we announced our engagement. We had all the engagement parties, did all those things, 12 months to go. I did begin a dress search. I think I'm gonna do a separate video just about the dress search process in general, just because it's kind of interesting and very drawn out. So I'm gonna do a video just on that. But I did find a dress, and I absolutely love it. I won't give too much away because I don't think Joel's gonna watch this video, but just in case, like, I don't want to give too much away, but it's beautiful, and it's probably the type of dress you would expect me to wear anyways. If you have seen my videos, you know me, it's very much me. So get excited. It's amazing, and I absolutely love my dress. Ooh, interview wedding planners and hire one if desired. That's on here. So it's like 11 months out. I definitely did not do it 11 months out, but I did hire some wedding planners. Their name is Luca Lou. I will link all the stuff also down below too if I'm mentioning anyone that I'm hiring for their services. So we did hire Luca Lou for their wedding coordinators here in Seattle, and they're amazing. They did my friend's wedding, and what I love most about them was their attention to detail. I was in my friend Brenna's wedding over the summer, and they were so good at just like figuring out like where to place everyone, and they were just very professional, and just looking at the overall plan, I feel like they just had it really together, and I just fully trusted them. So it's cool like being able to interact with them as like a guest or like a bridesmaid rather than a bride, because it was kind of like a trial run, but they're amazing. So they've been helping me out a lot recently. They use this platform called Aisle Planner. I guess you can use it not just for like just with wedding coordinators. My friend Brenna, who's also a wedding photographer, uses it as well with clients on there. So I think there's a couple of different uses for it, not just specifically for coordinators. It could be for photographers, maybe makeup artists. I haven't really looked into it, but it's just a really nice way to have like a full checklist, and you can also add different people as well. So like I'm on it, my parents are on it, Joel's on it, and Joel's mom's on it. So we're all on there, and the wedding planners will assign us tasks. There's different like categories where you can include like photos of things, like a mood board. So it's just great. That's been really helpful. So I did hire some wedding planners, and it has helped me a lot. I've realized that I don't think I'm the type of person that would want to plan weddings for a living. It's very stressful, and I've been putting a lot of this stuff off. Kind of like with this video, I've been putting off this video, but it's a lot. So yeah, I have a new appreciation for weddings just because there's so many details. But I did hire a wedding planner. We had an engagement party, kind of. What we did was we had an engagement party with our families. It was really, really sweet. And then we also did a little like engagement thing when we were on our ski trip in March with, it's like our annual Joel's family friend ski trips that we go on. And so we did like a little thing one day there too. So we didn't have like a big engagement party, but it was really like just kind of intimate and special, and I really loved that. Determine your wedding colors, color palette and theme. This took me so long to figure out. I am the type of person that I have a really hard time like one of the reasons I'll never do like a room tour, I mean maybe someday, but like I love so many different styles. I have a really hard time just picking one, and so I'll grab the little bits and pieces of each style, and then it doesn't look cohesive. So this was really hard for me because there's so many colors that I love, and I honestly couldn't pick one for the longest time. So what we're doing is we're doing rose colors, like not like pink, but like blush, kind of rose, like dusty rose, mauve, kind of those tones, so springy. Originally I wanted to do kind of deep like berries or deep plums. I think we'll find ways to incorporate that, but kind of those types of colors. And we're also gonna do like for the wedding itself, and so for like the decorations, I'm thinking like white and gold. That's kind of my theme for that. So kind of like mauves, rose tones, white and gold, those are like the color themes that I'm thinking of. And for like the wedding in general, like the idea, I'm thinking like really elegant. I've called it like grown-up fairy tale. I don't want it to be super like frilly and sparkly and glittery, but I want like elements of like oh wow, this is very sophisticated. So that's kind of where I'm thinking for like the vibe. Select the members of your bridal party. So we are doing, and I'm so excited we're doing this, we're doing our siblings and their spouses. We're both the last ones to get married on both of our sides, and so it's really great because we have my sister-in-law is my maid of honor, and then I'll have Joel's two sisters and his sister-in-law on my side, and then Joel's brother is his best man, and then he'll also have my brother, and then also his two brother-in-laws on his side. So it just worked out really perfectly. I think it was hard with like friends. It was hard for us to draw a line as to like where do we like cut it off, because Joel has so many friends. He's very well liked, and so he would have had, I think we counted up to like 13 people, and for me I was thinking maybe like 7 or 8. So it would have just been a lot of people up there, and I think what we're doing instead is we're having a smaller, intimate bridal party, but then for different things like getting ready in the morning or bachelorette trips, we're inviting other friends too. So we're not just keeping it exclusive to just the bridal party for different things, but I thought it'd be nice just to have them up there with us, and it'll be really special just to have family all together. I'm really excited about that. Ooh, interview officiants. So I didn't really have to do this because my friend Dana, who is really good friends with me and Joel in college, we were all in the same friend group for a while. She's actually going to be the one marrying us, and she is a pastor. She's an officiant because she works with Young Life. So I am just beyond thrilled. There was really a pastor that like was really involved in our lives. Joel had a family pastor growing up that he was really close to, but I didn't really have any relationship with him, and I thought it was perfect because she was there like when me and Joel started liking each other. She was there before we liked each other, so like we have some really fun memories, and I just think it'll be so special to have like a friend marry us. So I'm very excited about my officiant. She's awesome, and she's gonna do a great job. Start meeting with vendors, photographers, caterers, bakers, videographers, florists, bands, and DJs. Whew. I've actually done most of these things, so, or at least hired most of them. So photographer, my friend Megan, so we actually had mutual friends. We both worked for Disney. She was in PhotoPass when I was a character attendant and character performer, and we didn't really hang out or know too much of each other when we were working there. But one of the things that I love about social media is that I can still like kind of keep in touch and like connect with people that are working for Disney or worked for Disney. So we've actually become closer now that we both left the company than we were when we were working there. But she is amazing, and she's so wonderful, and she lives in Utah, so we're flying her out for the wedding, and her photography is amazing. I will again list everyone that we're hiring for different things. I'll list everything down below for you guys if you want to check them out. She's phenomenal, and she's such an amazing photographer. Also, our friend Wes, who shot our actual literal engagement and did an engagement shoot with us afterwards, is an amazing photographer as well. So I'll list both of them. Megan also did another engagement shoot for us, and she'll be shooting our wedding. And then Wes was our photographer friend that also did our actual engagement. But they're both amazing, and Wes is gonna be there as a guest. But I'm really excited for Megan to shoot our wedding. She's gonna do a phenomenal job. Also, speaking of Disney people that are involved in the wedding, kind of fun. So HeyTeam Kelly does videos. They're amazing. If you guys have seen my vlog series from my recent trip to Disney World, they did the little video of me and my friends when we were in Magic Kingdom, and they did such a beautiful job. I feel like Philip, the way he shoots videos, it's so whimsical. It's just very joyful and whimsical. So he's actually flying out with his wife Kayla, and they're coming to my wedding as well. I'm so excited. We connected over social media, so they moved out there after I'd already left, and so we connected through social media, and I wanted to do a video with them for at least 2 years now, but I just hadn't made it back to Disney World. So they did the video, it turned out amazing, and I'm so excited they get to be there on my wedding too. So, and then one more person that is coming that I knew that was actually a friend of mine when I worked for Disney is Julianne. She does a great job with makeup. I had a makeup artist, still do have a makeup artist, selected to do my makeup just because I could totally do my makeup for my own wedding. I've gotten this question a couple times, like if I'm going to do it or if I'm gonna have someone else do it. I totally could do my own makeup. In fact, I could do something like this for my wedding and be totally fine with it, but I just never get the chance to have my makeup done and feel pampered. So I'm hiring my friend Sydney, who worked with me at Sephora. She is phenomenal. I feel like her style is very similar to mine when it comes to the type of makeup she does on other people. So I know and trust that she'll do basically the quality that I would do on myself. So I already hired her for me, but then I was gonna find another makeup artist as well to do something maybe a little bit more natural for my bridesmaids. So I was looking around the area and I didn't really know where to start looking. Like, if you're getting married, trying to find a makeup artist honestly is very challenging because you just don't even know where to start. But my friend Julianne does a phenomenal job with makeup, and her makeup looks so like soft and elegant. It's never like too much. And for my bridesmaids, most of them don't wear makeup, so I felt like I couldn't do like a full glam on them. I feel like that would just not be very fitting for them. But I feel like the way Julianne's makeup looks is so natural. It's still glam but soft. It'll be perfect. So I actually had this idea last week. She lives in Tennessee. I have not seen her in 2 to 3 years, and we were working together when I was working as a character performer right before I left. And so I just asked her, I was like, hey, would you want to come out and do the makeup for the wedding? Obviously you can come to the wedding too, but would you want to do the makeup? And she said yes. So those 3 people are going to be coming to the wedding, and they all live in Washington, and we're not having a Disney wedding, but for me it's a really sweet way to have elements of Disney incorporated without it being overtly Disney, like kind of like my connection. And I have friends coming from like Disney as well too that are coming to the wedding, but it's just a fun way for me to just kind of have that reminder and have that like special time in my life still there and part of my wedding in some way. Ooh, for the catering, we're going to use the venue. They have their own catering service, so we're using them. But bakers, so Joel's friend Jeff is an amazing, phenomenal cook. He just, oh my gosh, he's phenomenal. His food is so good. I'm kind of a picky eater, but I know if he's making anything, I'll just try it, because if he's making it, it's probably really good. And I'm always amazed at like how good it is. His mom is equally as talented in that department, and she makes the most phenomenal cakes. So a couple years ago, I was living with my friend Kate, and she was getting married, and her and her husband Matt, or future husband, now they're married, were using Jeff's mom to make their cake. And so I came home from, I think it was like work one day. I was just having not a good day. I can't remember like why I wasn't having a good day. I just remembered it wasn't like the best day in the world. And I come home and they're having like a cake testing. And so, or cake tasting. And so they're like, oh, hey, you should just totally come join us. So I do. And it's like the most amazing cakes. And I'm like a very like vanilla on vanilla type person. I also like Fun Buddy cakes. I'm so boring, but I don't like a ton of different flavors and things like that. But her spice cake with salted caramel frosting is the most amazing thing I've ever tasted. So I've like dreamed of that cake since they had the cake tasting in my like kitchen when I came home. So we're gonna do that. I'm still gonna try a couple of different options. I think we're going to do some cupcakes too. So have like a 2-tier cake for me and Joel to cut into during the ceremony or the reception. Sorry, I can't talk today. Haven't had a lot of food and have had way too much coffee. So we're gonna have a 2-tier cake for our reception, and then I think we're going to have some cupcakes for the guests just because it's a little bit easier to just grab and go. So we might do a couple other flavors for that, but I'm so excited to use Her official company's name is Blue Vanilla Bakery. Again, I will link everything down below if you guys are interested and live in the area. But she's phenomenal, and even following her on Instagram, she has the most amazing cake ideas. Like, she does all these different types of cakes. So not just like wedding cakes, but she'll do birthday cakes and she'll do cookies, and like, she's amazing and so creative. So I'm really excited to use her for her cake. It's going to be great. Florists, bands, and DJs. So we are using a florist. I can't remember her name, but she did the floral stuff for my brother's wedding and it turned out wonderful. And then DJ, I think his name is Absolute Music Northwest. I'll link it down below. But actually, he was a recommendation because at Joel's cousin's wedding, my future father-in-law recognized that, like, oh, like, this DJ is really good, like, everyone's having a good time. So then we actually used that DJ at my brother's wedding because of the recommendation, and he was wonderful. So we're going to use him for our wedding as well, and I'm really excited. I don't really know what kind of music we're gonna play yet. Me and Joel's music tastes are pretty different. I mean, he likes more like chill music. Like, if I'm ever in like a chill mood, it's perfect. I'm more like a pump up and go, like Cascada, like pop, like that's very much me. So it'll be interesting to see what we play. I'm sure we'll play like a mix, of course. Like, there's classics you have to play at weddings too, so we'll throw in some of those as well, but it'll be really fun. I'm really excited. I have a lot of things I need to check off because I have not checked this off in a while. Ooh, 8 months to go. Start a fitness workout routine. So we are, oh my gosh, we're like 4 or 5 months out from the wedding, 4 to 5 months, and I'm just really kicking that into gear. So we'll see how this works out. But no, I did start recently going to Orange Theory again, and I've been really loving it. It's just such a fun workout. I was so used to, I don't know if I've really mentioned this on here, but in high school, I did a lot of cheerleading with my high school. I was captain 2 years in a row. I was an All-American cheerleader. I could never do any tumbling, but I did a lot like stunting and stuff, and I just loved it. I feel like doing dance, and I danced a lot growing up too. I always loved doing like hip hop, ballet. So for me, if I'm exercising, I want to be doing something fun, and it's been really hard for me as an adult, like post that and post college, like really getting into a routine just because I never did sports growing up. And so I think with those things, if you're doing an activity, you don't really recognize like, I'm working out right now. So it's been harder for me to just like work out because it just seems kind of boring. But what I love about Orange Theory is I just feel like it's just like a fun activity, and it's always different. You never know what you're doing, so it's kind of exciting in that way. I also do Pure Barre as well, which is very, very challenging, very effective though. And it's also really fun too because I feel like it has some dance elements. So I've been working on a fitness routine, but I've also been traveling a lot recently and doing different things, and the holidays happen. So now I am kicking it into gear. Finalized wedding theme and color palette. I did that. Woohoo! Wow, we did most of these things actually. We're pretty good. Order your wedding dress and accessories. Oh, I am wearing these earrings right now. My mother-in-law bought these for me at the first place I tried on a wedding dress. I didn't buy a wedding dress from there, but I tried on these earrings and I love them. They're rose gold and they match my ring. See how they, I don't know if you guys can see that, but see how they match the shape of the ring? Isn't that sweet? So I thought these were perfect and I fell in love with them, and I've had these for a while now. So I'm actually wearing these earrings for my wedding. I don't think I'm gonna wear a necklace. I'm not like a big jewelry person. If I have anything on, it's something very, very simple. Very simple. So I think I'm not gonna do a necklace. I'm just gonna do my earrings. I think I'm gonna have my hair up too. I kind of liked it down, but I think I'm gonna do it up. So like put it up like that. Some earrings. Yeah, so that's gonna be the plan for that. Ooh, 5 months to go. That's kind of where we're at. Ooh, select bridesmaids attire and confirm that they've ordered their dresses. So I was not really sure what to do with the dresses. I thought about doing like all the same dress, but I really like how the theme, or at least like what's trendy right now, is doing different types of dresses, mix and match. So each of my bridesmaids is wearing a different dress, and they're also wearing a different color, but it's going to be an ombre from light to dark. I'll include a photo of all like their dresses like side by side so you guys can see them. But I got it from this website called Birdie Gray, and what's great about them is they have different options, but they kind of like cater to this idea of using different colors, and that's why I see a lot on their like Instagram account. That's how I found them, and they were so helpful because I asked them a lot of questions via email, and they were very kind in helping me just kind of figure out what colors to do, just because it is kind of confusing. I ordered like all these palettes and swatches, but we're basically going to have like a light blush as our lightest color, and then it's going to fade up into like a dark mauve, and I'm just so excited. It's going to be beautiful. beautiful. And I think since I do have a smaller bridal party, I can kind of get away with just doing like this without having it look too crazy or too much. So yeah, I'm really excited about how that's going to look, and they're all having different dresses, and I think that's great too because I gave them the ability just to kind of pick whatever they liked. I'm just gonna know sometimes people's styles differ, and I'd say like they're ranging in age from like 10 years, so the things that they might be interested in or want to like wear on their body is different. So I think it's cool that they can kind of figure out what works best for them, and that way they're happy with the dress they're choosing. And also all of the dresses were like $99 or less, which is really great because bridesmaid dresses can be expensive and you're probably not going to wear them again. So that was really cool too. Select attire for your flower girls and ring bearers. So I haven't figured out with the ring bearers yet what they're wearing. We're basically using all Joel's nieces and nephews, and I'm so excited. So we're having 3 flower girls. One's going to be an infant, so 4, there's going to be an infant, and then we're going to have 3 boys as well. I think the oldest one is going to be like a junior groomsman, just because he's going to be, I think, 9 by the time we get married. And then the other ones are going to be, I think, 3 and then 1. So the youngest one will not be walking. I think we're going to put him in like maybe like a cart, not a cart, like a wagon of some sort. We haven't figured that out yet. But then for the flower girls, I would love to have them wear kind of something sparkly, maybe gold or pink, not like pink, but like a blush. But I'm thinking maybe gold and like sparkly. I'm not like crazy big on flower girls wearing like white, but I think it'd be fun to incorporate some color, like maybe like a light blush or like mauve or something like that. I haven't figured it out yet, so we'll see. Maybe they will be in white. I don't know. But I think it'd be fun to have something like sparkly for them and have them wear sparkly shoes. I also picked out my shoes. Oh my gosh. So these shoes, I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head, but once I found them, I fell in love. They literally look like Cinderella shoes, but kind of better. So they're not just like glass slippers, but they're like see-through, but they have tons of sparkles on them, and they're just perfect. Like, to me, they're like Cinderella shoes, and they're not the most comfy, so I think I'll only be wearing them for like photos and things, maybe not even the ceremony. No, I'll try wearing them for the ceremony, but I actually got them off of Poshmark because they were sold out everywhere I tried to find them. So I got them on Poshmark, and the person that had them previously basically did the exact same thing, where they were slightly warm, but she only wore them for the ceremony and wore something different for the reception. So I think I'll find something comfier for the reception, probably still with the heel on it though, and then just wear these for the ceremony for pictures. But they're just so beautiful. I love these shoes. Research honeymoon destinations. Guys, we're cruising through. See, this is a great update. This is like gonna be like a half an hour, 40-minute update, but it's an update. We are currently doing that right now. We are looking into it. I really want to go to Fiji. There's a deal right now with Alaska where you can use it's like half the miles you would normally need to use, and so it'd only be like 20,000 miles there and back. So we figured out a way we could use a lot of our miles towards that, so it'd be a lot cheaper. And Fiji looks amazing. I really want to go somewhere. I can take about like a week or week and a half off from work, so I think it'd be kind of fun to do something like far out there. We also want to go like explore that part of the world. I know some people like doing Disney for honeymoons, and that's great, but I think for me, I can envision myself and me and Joel doing something tropical. I also got certified as a diver, so it'd be really cool to go someplace where you can do lots of diving. At least for me, he can go kiteboarding. We just like to do different things. So I want a spot where we can kind of relax when we need to, but then also like go off and adventure as well. So I think Fiji would be really cool. Order wedding rings. So actually what's cool with that is when I was growing up, my grandpa was very into coins. And so he would always give us like silver dollars and silver coins when we were like doing well in grades, for our birthdays, for like special occasions. So I had all these saved up from him, and even when I graduated, he died when I was a sophomore in high school, and so he knew he wasn't going to make it to my graduation. He had cancer, and so he actually had written me a graduation card and included like a really special like gold coin in it for me. He wanted me to like cash it out then and there, just to show me like basically that gold will increase in value, and there's like some value in coins because they will increase in value over time, and it did. It like pretty much doubled. But I didn't want to like spend it then and there because I had nothing to put it towards, so I've actually saved all those for the wedding because I thought it'd be really special to basically cash those out and then go ahead and use that money to buy my wedding band with. So that way it's like I can still have it, because I felt like if I spend the money on anything else, it's like something that would probably go away. Like if you put it towards like a car or towards a house, like obviously those things will depreciate in value, but this would be something I'd have for my entire life, and it would be a memory of him. So I'm excited to look at wedding bands. I think what I'm going to do is get one that's kind of like mismatched, so not one that like perfectly matches the shape, but it's a little bit different. Like I really like the vintage look of how things don't always match up perfectly. That's kind of like the vision I have. 3 months ago, I attended first dress fitting. I actually have that coming up next month, so whew, coming together. Order, make wedding favors. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'll do a whole video talking about this too, but for party favors, we're actually gonna have a photo booth. I love photography videos, as you guys know, so I looked for a photo booth, and we're using the SnapBar, and I've actually used them before as a wedding guest, and I just loved them because you can get digital copies of all your photos if you want to Instagram it, but you also get the physical printout of all your photos too. And what we did, or what I think one of Joel's cousins did at their wedding, was they had a little book where you would keep one for yourself, and then you put one for the bride and groom, so that when they go through their like wedding, like a book that you would sign, you know, you have like something you'd sign, like to say, oh, like best wishes or something like that. They have a book of all the different photo booth printouts like all together. So I thought that would be really fun, and I love their props and everything, so I've been working with them. I'll do a whole video like talking about that, and talking about like researching a photo booth, and like why you shouldn't do a photo booth, because there's so many different options. You can do your own setup one, so I'll be talking about that in a separate video, but they're awesome. I absolutely love using them as a guest, and I'm really excited to have them there for my wedding. That was something that was very important to me to have. And then we have like 2 months and 1 month, so I don't think I'm at any of these yet. Mail wedding invitations. Well, that's interesting. Apparently you would mail wedding invitations like 2 months before the wedding. I guess it makes sense because they have the date saved, but my friend's like getting married a month after me, and she's already like done the wedding invitation, so I'm like, shoot, I need to get on that, but maybe I'm in a good spot. Makeup and hair trial, attend a bridal shower, woohoo! Ooh, select gifts for attendants and parents, I need to do that. So yeah, we're actually pretty good. There's a lot more things to go, obviously, like right before the wedding, but other than that, we are like solid. I think that actually helped a lot, so I didn't forget to do anything and talk about anything, but obviously there's been a lot happening since I last talked to you guys. So that was a very long, in-depth review of what's going on with the wedding. I'm really excited. Honestly, it's very stressful, but going through that actually just helped me a lot just now, because I realized, you know what, we're in a good spot. There's a lot of things we've done. We've got most of it taken care of, because I was kind of feeling like, oh, I feel like I haven't done anything yet, but it's very overwhelming. I give props to anyone who's done this or is going through this currently. Like, we got this, because it's just a lot to figure out, and like I haven't even looked into changing my name yet. I know that's a whole nother process, and I don't even want to start it yet, because we are gonna have to use our passports and plane tickets for the honeymoon, so I have to use my name currently, Mackenzie Brown, for that. So I'm not going to change my name to Mackenzie Hughes until after that's taken care of. So, but I've heard that's kind of a process too. So yeah. And then on top of that, Joel is working on rebuilding our house. I've been helping here and there, but a lot of it's just stuff that like I feel like I'm not very good at and wouldn't be helpful for, but when I can help out, I've been trying to, but that's happening at the same time. So we're a little crazy for doing a house remodel and planning a wedding at the same time. It's been a lot, but thank you guys for just being so interested all the time and wanting updates on the wedding, or just asking for that. Like, it does make me feel special that you guys are interested in what we're doing. So thank you, that really means a lot. And I hope you guys are excited for future videos about the wedding, because I'll do more in-depth videos about my dress. That whole I found my dress, but it was a process trying to find the dress. I'm going to talk about that in a video. I'm also going to do a video talking about the photo booth, just because I know that's something that people may or may not do, and just talking about the pros and cons, but also talking about why I selected the SnapBar and what I'm excited about them. I might actually do a video too, maybe with my wedding coordinators if they're interested, just sitting down and talking about like the pros and cons of having a wedding coordinator and what they actually do, because I really had no idea what that looked like until I hired them, and I am so glad I did, because they just keep the ball rolling. They have so much more expertise, and you can tell they genuinely love it. Like, finding someone or working with someone that loves what they do, whether it's a photographer, wedding coordinator, even like when you're at a bridal store and they're like helping you find a dress. Like, I was with Maria at A&B Bridal. I'll link that down below too. A&B Bridal is where I found my dress with Maria, and she is amazing, and she's so kind, and she has lots of glowing reviews online, but you can tell when someone loves what they're doing, they do a really good job at it. So I feel like everyone that we've hired will be doing an amazing job because I know it's something that they're passionate about, whether it's videos, wedding coordinating, makeup, finding the wedding dress, those things. So I'm really excited, and I'm excited to take you guys along on this journey with me. Thank you guys for being so patient with this wedding update. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!